Between these iconic hedges, the field where some of college football's greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Vols will boot it away to start the game. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Bulldogs offense will have the first possession of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
The same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down and 2nd and 9. Quick completion to the right. Makes the catch and he's brought down. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
Comes out throwing on first down. Lets it fly. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
He does a really good job with that mesh point. The mesh point is when he sticks it in the running back's belly. When he pulls it, he gets downhill quick to chew up some quick yards. Nice play early in this football game.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And how about a decision time right off the jump? 4th down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game. You're trying to pay off this opening drive. Just get some points up on the board. If he was a little closer to the end zone, I'd say maybe go for it, but I'm playing conservative on this one.
He'll set up to throw. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
Hey, man, if we're going to show up here and play this game, we're not kicking field goals early. We didn't come here to just lay up. They drive the field. They get it down 4th and goal. Field goal would have been easy. Head coach decides to go for it. The offense pays off the decision with a touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So Tennessee's offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. when you have a weapon like this on the outside and a guy in the secondary whose job is to take everything away, it's going to be a great matchup, guys.
It's so fun to see how you attack great safeties in the middle of the field. Are you willing to do that, or are you going to try to live on the perimeter? This offensive matchup will be great.
Yeah, normally you'd say receiver versus safety, the receiver's going to win. This safety, though, has got the speed to run with this guy, and he's going to make it interesting back there.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Wants to throw. It's Pitts. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Volunteers line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. They're going back to the ground. Knees dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. And the Bulldogs will have a first down.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties. They keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Nice move to keep running. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
What a nice touchdown run. This is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Looking for a man, it's Pitts. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And the Vols will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And they'll bring him down to get the offense. Drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Trying to get to him. Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Catch is made at the 15. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark it down. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The lead's not insurmountable, just down 14-0. But, David, you don't score here, and it could get a little tricky fast.
If you don't score here, if you don't possess the football and put something together to give your defense a little bit of a blow, it's not the ideal start. But it ain't like this game's late in the football game. Create some momentum here in the second quarter.
Yeah, momentum's a real thing in college football. This team needs the juju to get going. That first quarter is one they'd love to forget. So find your best playmakers now. Get them isolated. Get them the football and let them go to work.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south. Get a first down. Get a new set of downs.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They're going to ride this running back.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Dropping back, it's Pitts. Coming after him. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field. We're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
And this senior quarterback knows he had a chance that time and just put a little too much on it.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He makes the connection. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Swings it out to his running back. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there. Getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Georgia! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it in and get the easy touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Illinois came away with a big-time victory today, and they'll be enjoying some bubbly and champagne after this one. Coaches want to win in all 3 phases of the game, and today, mission accomplished. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. To come to the line, hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. To throw, it's Pitts. Got his man on the right. Tackled immediately after the catch. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Holds it in. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Complete. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down. The Volunteers in the hurry-up. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Ball in the air, intercepted. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it,
he's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Dogs! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One way, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
no, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative and play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Fires to the right. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Line getting set on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Wants to return it. He gets a block. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He'll come out throwing on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 15. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. It's been a fun start to this one. And this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive...
Open runway ahead. Just trucks through it. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
They'll ride the hot hand. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Pitts. Quick strike complete. Makes a man miss. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And that really is a great play by the wide receiver for 3 reasons. 1, he knows where the first down marker is, so he gets his steps. 2, he's able to stay in bounds before securing the catch. And 3, makes the grab. Just an awesome job.
Ball carried by the running back. Loss of 5. Second down coming up.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Caught over the middle. It's Soto. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. A 3rd and long here. They can't pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. He snares it in the end zone. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Wide out in motion. They'll try the run. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
From the gun, running back on the move. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
He'll do it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
And he intercepts it. Looking for more room. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tennessee. The and Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Quick toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The RPO fire complete to the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you run the counter play, you're really hoping to bust that thing inside. You want to fake one direction, pull a guy, kick him out. But you could tell, great job by the defense making that thing bow. Go a little bit outside. Now, guess what? All the cavalry's coming. Everybody can run to the football. Everybody gets into play. Nice job by the defense.
Got all he needed for the first down, and then he gets down on the slide.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on fourth down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting threes up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
He's got it on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he drops to throw. He's got his man. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offense... off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. Third and goal. On the option. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, the Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Trying to find his man on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier in bounds.
Got it on the outside, it's Daniels. And how easy was that for this offense? I then just wide open on the outside.
And Reese, one thing, I know this defense is concerned with all the speed offensively they've got at the wideout position, but you can't forget about the tight end. There's no way that guy should be that wide open on the perimeter of the field.
Looking downfield, it's Pitts. A strike downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Vols are on the move. Looking to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
And back to the air on second down. Got his man out of the backfield. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line. They want to just keep throwing it. Fires the pass, intercepted. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
At midfield, he's got room. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The give to the single back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to get in the corner. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, doing and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.